Hi, welcome to Adaptive Web Hosting Review video. In this Adaptive Web Hosting Review video, we're talking about absolutely everything I need to know about adaptive web hosting. That is, if the tool that I need to try, if the platform I need to try out, if the platform I need to check out, if the platform that will be of benefit to you, or just another platform out there that you need to run away from and not waste your time and money on. We'll be looking at all of this in this adaptive web hosting review video. We're also looking at what adaptive web hosting is all about. That is, what are the features, what are the benefits of adaptive web hosting, what do you start to get using adaptive web hosting, and as well, we'll be looking at the users of adaptive web hosting. We'll be looking at all of this in this adaptive web hosting review video. We're also looking at the pros and the cons, that is the good and the bad side of adaptive web hosting. That is, for any product out there that is doing amazing, that is doing well, if you look at it very carefully, you find out that it's also got its own bad side. So we're looking at the interesting part and as well as the bad side of adaptive web hosting. We're also looking at the pricing plans, that is the different pricing plans that adaptive web hosting has actually got in store for you, as to the different features, as to the different capabilities, as to what they can actually handle, and for you to see the pricing plan that will be most stable for your own usage. We'll be looking at all of this in this adaptive web hosting review video, which is why it's very important for you to stick to the end of this adaptive web hosting review video. So I get to see all the pricing plans that adaptive web hosting has got in store for you. We're also looking at what others are saying about adaptive web hosting. That is, the present and existing users of adaptive web hosting, what they are saying about it. Which means you do not necessarily have to listen to all I have to say about adaptive web hosting, but you get to see what other users of adaptive web hosting are saying about it. We're also looking at my final recommendation as to what I personally feel about adaptive web hosting. Is the platform I need to try out, the platform I need to check out, the platform that will be of benefit to your business, or just another time wasting and money wasting platform out there that you need to run away from. Which is why it is very important for you to stick to the end of this adaptive web hosting review video. So I get to see all the important tips that I'm about to draw up about adaptive web hosting. Now to adaptive web hosting review in full. This is adaptive web hosting homepage. This is adaptive web hosting homepage. Now, what does adaptive web hosting actually do? Adaptive web hosting is actually a website hosting platform that actually allows you to be able to actually get your website hosted on their server. So it actually allows you to be able to get your website hosted on the internet so that it can easily be accessible to anyone that clicks on the link to your website. So if you're actually looking for a platform that can actually get your website hosted on the internet, Adaptive Web Hosting is actually a web hosting platform that can actually make use of to actually get your website hosted on the internet. Now let's look at the pros of adaptive web hosting. Number one, it ensures your website is always up and functioning with 99.9% uptime guarantee. That is, it guarantees your website hosting, your website to actually be active and functioning with 99.9% uptime. So it means that your website will always be accessible as at any time when anybody or when an individual clicks on the link to your website, there will be no downtime to your website, so it's always be accessible to your your customers. Probably want to actually get your e-commerce website hosted, or maybe it's a personal website, or maybe it's a business website. It actually allows your website to actually be available and accessible to your clients, to your customers, anytime they click on the link to your website. So it means that there will be no downtime, thereby increasing your online presence, increasing your online engagement, and as well as your business conversion. Number two, it provides your website with lightning fast load speed. That's when you make use of adaptive web hosting. Adaptive web hosting actually makes use of light speed web server technology to actually improve your website loading speed. That is your loading speed of the loading speed of your website will actually be we actually it will actually improve it by helping you by helping you by providing your website with lightning fast load speed. That is, it actually helps to improve the website loading speed, thereby increasing your website engagement. That is, because when a website is always sluggish, or when it's very slow to open, website visitors will always run away from that kind of website. So, but if it is but it is, if the loading speed is very fast, they will always come back, cause and to actually help you to actually build confidence with your website visitors. That is, they will know that you actually know what you are doing. So it actually provide your website with lightning fast load speed. So it actually helps you to actually enhance the overall performance of your website by providing your website by providing your website low speed, and it also help you to reduce your website response time, and also by enhancing it by 16 times. So it actually enhances the low speed of your website, thereby increasing your customers engagement and also improving your users experience. And this can also enhance your website to actually rank high on search engines, because when traffic actually comes is actually coming to your website, when people are actually coming to your website, there are large numbers of websites to actually allow your website to actually rank high on search engines. Number three, it is safe to use. That is, when you make use of adaptive web hosting, it is actually very safe to use. So it actually helps you to it actually makes use of SSL security certificates to help to encrypt the traffic on your website. So it actually protects and also protects your website from any DDoS attacks or any cyber threats or any attacks. That is actually it actually helps you to actually it actually enhances the security of your website, which means that there will be no data leak, there will be no data intrusion, and all your database, all your files, all your website files, and as well as your users' information like their personal information and credit card information will also be encrypted, and it will actually be safe from any hacker or any DDoS attack. Number four, it will significantly save you time, money and stress. That is, when you make use of adaptive web hosting. Adaptive web hosting will actually save you that time, to save you that money, and as well as the stress of actually employing the service of a web developer or a professional to actually help you to actually maintain your website, or to actually increase the uptime of your website. It actually saves you that time. It saves you that money and as well as the stress. Number five, it also provides you with automatic backup for your website. That is, when you make use of adaptive web hosting, adaptive web hosting actually provides your website with automatic backup for your website. That is, it actually helps you to actually automatically back up all your website data, all your files, even if there is any case of data loss, or you mistakenly delete any of your database or files, or there's any maybe your files got corrupted, or there's any case that you actually need to restore some files back to your website or any database. It actually provides you with automatic backup for your website that can easily restore easily and smoothly. So it actually provides your website with automatic backup. So you do not need to actually worry. Your mind should actually be at rest, so that whenever you want to actually restore any database or any files to your website, you can easily restore them back with the backup file with the automatic backup that adaptive web hosting has actually got in store for you. Number six, they've got a great customer support. Now, for any product that I newly introduced to, there's likelihood I might encounter some difficulties while trying to use it for the first time. That's where the customer support comes in. They're always available to you whenever you contact them to help to resolve whatever issue, whatever difficulty that I might be having, so that I can have a smooth and great sale. So the customer support is top notch. They're always available to you to help you to actually resolve whatever issue, whatever difficulty that I might be having, so that I can have a smooth and great sale. Number seven, it also provides you with free SSL certificates and website builder. That is, when you make use of adaptive web hosting actually provides you with free SSL certificate to actually strengthen the security of your website, to strengthen it against any DDoS attack or any other cyber attack and any other potential risk on your website. So it provides you with free SSL certificate that you can actually make use of for your website. That is, it actually strengthen the security of your website, and also it provides you with a free website builder. That is, if you want to actually build a website for your personal use, for your business, for your e-commerce, it actually provides you with free website builder that can actually make use of to actually build that your dream website. Now to the cons of adaptive web hosting. At the time of making this adaptive web hosting review video, I've not really found any bad side as to adaptive web hosting. But for any product out there that is doing amazing, that is doing well, there's always room for improvement. So I feel adaptive web hosting can actually be better. They can actually improve on their tool. Probably they can actually improve on their services. Probably they can actually cover more services as opposed to the number of services, or they can actually cover more websites as opposed to the number of websites they can actually cover for a particular pricing for a particular plan. You can actually cover more websites as opposed to the number of websites they can cover. so it can actually be better. They can actually improve on their services. Now to the pricing plans of adaptive web hosting. The best minimum plan for you to get started with adaptive web hosting is $1.99 per month. The best minimum plan for you to get started with adaptive web hosting is $1.99 per month. But if you want to see other pricing plans, as to the different features, as to the different capabilities, as to what they can actually handle, and for you to see the pricing plan that will be most stable for your own usage, there's a link in this video description that you can actually click on to see the full pricing for the various packages and the offers, and as well as the discounts that they come with. Once the different pricing plan that adaptive web hosting has actually got in store for you, as to the different features, as to the different capabilities, as to what they can actually handle, and for you to see the pricing plan that will be most stable for your own usage, there's a link in this video description that you can actually click on to see the full pricing for the various packages and the offers, and as well as the discounts that they come with. Like I said before, the best minimum plan for you to get started with adaptive web hosting is $1.99 per month. Now, to the users of adaptive web hosting, this is Martin. He said adaptive web hosting is simply exceptional. Their performance is top notch with fast loading times and zero downtime. The customer support team is responsive and knowledgeable. The user-friendly control panel makes managing my website a breeze. They prioritize security and offer competitive pricing. I highly recommend adaptive web hosting, 5 stars. Okay. This is Samuel. He said sales and technical support are fabulous. Reached out to me with valid technical solutions to my deployment issues with my .NET Core app. The latest .NET frameworks and libraries are always available. They are first to launch new products and services. Very reliable service. Definite A++. All right. Now, to my final recommendation as to what I personally feel about adaptive web hosting, if I would say it's got a great platform that is reasonably easy to use. It's highly efficient for hosting your website on the internet with its amazing 99.9% uptime guarantee and lightning fast load speed. It will save you time and stress and also get you the best out of your efforts by exponentially enhancing your online business presence and engagement. As such, turning your business around. It also got a great customer support, like I said before. It's got a great customer support. They're always available to you whenever you contact them. So help to resolve whatever issues, whatever difficulties they might be having, so they can have a smooth and great sale. And as well, they've got a 30 days money back guarantee. That is, when you make use of adaptive web hosting to actually get your website hosted on the internet, and you are not getting value for your money, you are not happy with the services that they are rendering, you can easily request for refund, and they will give you your full refund. And they will give you a full refund, so there's no risk involved. You are safe. I'll say again, they are worth it because they serve the prime function of the powerful web hosting platform out there. Now, from everything I've said about adaptive web hosting, I feel adaptive web hosting is something you like to try out, something you want to check out, something you want to actually make use of to actually get your website hosted on the internet. There's a special link in this video description I can actually click on to get started at a very unusual discounted price that you won't find elsewhere. You want to try the adaptive web hosting, want to see what adaptive web hosting can actually do for you. There's a special link in this video description that you can actually click on to get started at a very unusual discounted price that you won't find elsewhere. Thanks for watching my video review. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you've got any questions or any inquiries about adaptive web hosting, don't forget to make use of the comment section, and I'll try as much as possible to attend to each and every question asked. Thanks for watching my video review once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.